Hello again. This is the one true Stepwall with another Game Boy Studio tutorial. Yeah, kind of a bigger one today, so I'll get right down to it. So in our opening scene, I have just player health set, and this trigger. You fall in the mud. Shunts you right into the next scene. Sets your movement speed to half, gives a little message, and then I have triggers set up. Alt-T for hotkey. You can also copy-paste these guys. Control-C, Control-V. They come over with their Control-Z to undo. Yeah, so when you're inside, your movement speed is half because you're in the mud, you're in the swamp. And then you step out and hit this trigger second. Sets your player movement speed to 1. It only needs to be there once. Alright, then the mosquitoes here. It's a swamp, right? Some jungle swamp. So these little guys have quite a few scripts on them. Whenever on hit, because they have a collision group on hit, you can rename these, keep it organized. Variable 3, player health, subtract value 2. And I gave a life 0 script. If player health falls down to 1, hide the player, shake the camera, change the scene, and show the player. You could add like a load or save options using dialogue, whatever you like. Load and save's pretty easy in Game Boy Studio. So, there's also the heart reducer. I showed this script in a previous video. I typed it out by hand, of course, because copying and pasting it, these didn't come over right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, seems to work again. Those are on these. All of these guys have the same scripts. On hit player, those things happen. There's also on hit group 3. If variable compare with value, variable 2, our weapon is set to 1. That happens when we fall in the mud. Does it? Or, yeah, on initialization, here, after we fall in the mud, we find an arrow. It sets our weapon to 1. Pick up weapon is just joypad input, attach script to button. B now does attack. I think it's Z as default, Z or X, yeah. You can change the sprites, whatever you like, you know. So that happens, and I set up the boss behavior. It's a little busy. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and hopefully it'll run a little smoother. But it's just all of the actors move to the X position, Y position of the player, using click here, get property, you know. I also swapped up, some of them are horizontal, some of them are vertical, and some of them are diagonal. Kind of seems to make them swarm and cloud a little bit. The only other things really set are, set up. These are the enemy's health. I gave them a variable each. There might be some way to split up, but that does the trick. And I also did, this is, let me show you this first. On the enemies, whenever on hit with group 3s, you hit them with your arrow, it subtracts from the variable. Did I set up each? I hope I did. 33, 30, they all share health. That's fine for now. It'll get the point across. It hides the B's, and it also increments by 1 the B count. B's is the gag, trope, if you will. But yeah, where was that? There's the active behavior, set value 2. Oh yeah, boss disable. That's what I wanted to show you. So if the B count, if you've killed more than 8 Bs and you come back to the scene, it should hide and disable the collisions of all the actors. Well, not all of them, keep yours, but all of the B mosquito actors. So, not fully tested. true step walled fashion. Is this gonna run or is this gonna break? I think I showed you. Look at me with molasses. I'll get out of the molasses. There, I got out of the molasses. I don't know what was wrong with that guy. He was just a flying for a minute. Anyway, yeah, the bees. The 4 of them that spawned, there was supposed to be 8 anyway. It might be doubled up there. They seem to, oh yeah, they're damaging me. And I seem to damage them, so I got 4 of them. I guess. I'm gonna go out, come back in, fall in the mud again. Still using that arrow. You could set a flag and, oh. Oh yeah, they're not broken. They're just going one at a time. Wonder what you could do to make it, not one at a time. I wonder why these fellows broke. Anyway, I'm not even sure. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Now they're stuck. Oh, no, there they go. See if the boss disable works. Should work this time. Now that I got 8 of them. And of course, make your backgrounds and triggers suit each other better than I did. Don't forget to... Oh yeah, look. There's none now. So boss disable did work. Yeah, just a few fun little lessons. Some mosquitoes and the buggy shenanigans they bring forth. A little swamp, how to fall in the mud. Oh yeah, it was my first time having I didn't have the death condition. It just pops you back to the other scene anyway. But might as well test, make sure it works. Probably got the health set way too high. Are they getting me? Yeah, they seem to be getting me. So, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate your comments. Like and subscribe, and come back real soon. As always, appreciate you. Love you. See you soon. Bye now.